So James, back here at home, some of us heard that thunder and lightning last night. Was that all from the same system, and will that happen again tomorrow?
Completely different system there compared to what they're dealing with out in the west. But actually, we could be dealing with our own flooding issues as we get into our Wednesday all severe modes on the table. It actually is thanks indirectly in part to Tropical Storm Bertha. To be very clear, our second named storm of the year, which formed last night, that will stay away from the Triad. But some tropical moisture will be flung northward from this system, and an incoming front will take advantage of that. As of the 5 o'clock advisory, winds holding steady at 50 miles per hour, so still a low-end tropical storm. It may strengthen a bit today, but as it interacts with land and wind shear, it will continue to weaken as it continues off to the west here. Again, not going to impact us here in the Triad, at least not directly. But I'm going to show you that front really getting enhanced by that tropical moisture and energy being thrown to the north by Bertha. Temperatures right now, very, very warm, mid-70s across the board. Just like yesterday, we are under a level 2 along the I-40 corridor and northward, except I really think today is going to be a lot more about quality rather than quantity. The vast majority of us remain dry through the vast majority of the day, but any storms that do get going, they pretty much have all of that heat energy, that humidity as well, all of that juice in the atmosphere to itself. So I really do think we could see at least maybe a few strong storms as we get into the afternoon. Gusty winds, localized heavy rain. Again, those usual threats, much like what we saw yesterday, except I think on a much smaller, more focused scale. Looking at your satellite and radar, that's largely dry. Tracking a few storms rolling into the Appalachians. That cold front well up to our north and west as it sinks down to the south and east. A level 3 out of 5 risk across much of the mid-Atlantic heading into Appalachian, Ohio, Kentucky, of course, West Virginia there. As the system pushes towards our direction, don't be surprised if we see a level 3 risk even here at home. Right now, it does stand at a level 2 out of 5. That may be subject to an upgrade, though. We'll see about that. Again, we're talking about some tropical moisture flowing in from the south and west. You can see that there. It's going to ride along the front. These cold fronts this time of year in particular, when they tap into the Gulf, they act like conveyor belts, really transferring that moisture and energy along them. And that's a big reason why we could see some very heavy, maybe even strong severe storms in particular on Wednesday. Again, in-house model, not super impressed with any storms that get going today, but just do keep in mind anything that does fire up, could be on the strong severe side. Again, more quality rather than quantity. A little bit of the best of both worlds, though, as we get into our Wednesday afternoon and evening in particular. Widespread heavy rain really moving in at a dangerous time, too. This could move in, again, really in your Wednesday evening, overnight into very early Thursday morning. And that tornado threat, it does lie mainly off to the east, but maybe sneaking in the Triad area. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive alerts should warnings be issued. I think chances are pretty high that we'll see at least a few as we head late Wednesday night into your Thursday morning. Real quick before we show you your 7-day forecast here, I want to show that flooding potential. I think that is the main threat, mainly down to the south and east. Keep in mind this is just one model run, but the potential is there for localized amounts approaching 4 inches or more. Just something to keep in mind. That's a big reason why we do have that weather impact alert for our Wednesday. Much cooler behind this front Thursday, Friday into the weekend, for temperatures recover by the end of the weekend into early next week.